fill whatever void was needed. There was a time where Fiku was actually like a really strong clutch presence inside of this OG squad. It felt like he just couldn't lose a 1v2. And so, yeah, I kind of wanted him to showcase that a little bit today as well. But OG off with a bang. They're going to run out through mid. And it's Spooky on the board first. Mercury falls. Nikados. Is he looking for a 3.09 today?
Come on, don't set the bar so low, Harry. Nikados finds a second headshot. Buzz follows up. There's a couple more players in this A site, but the bomb's not committed at all. It's already running away, and Nikados makes it. So 3 kills with a pistol. He's part of the course right now, I'd say.
He only deals in 3s. G also gets to bring out the AWP for Tyloo early, and there isn't one in play for the side of OG. Now, with that said, does Nikados need an AWP?
No. Don't want him on an AWP, necessarily. Kind of a rifler.
Ooh, G's getting aggressive, but Nikados taking heads off over in mid.
And they just leave.
And now they up and leave it entirely. Sure, G's going to get this info, but is that more of a blessing than a curse? Now he can just say, okay, well, it's not mid, and now the whole map is a question mark, but he's read it well. On the jump up, I'd have heard footsteps on that run back through the spawn. Yeah. G's put himself in the right spot. AWP homed in on this line. Fiku falls first. They've learnt about the AWP in the heavens. How do you want to get around it? They flash him off the line. They bait that shot out from G. Gonna reposition into cave to try and help. Rezier in this sight hold, but it's only G left standing. Has to put a fresh mag in the AWP, and he's got Spooky and Nikados still to beat. Waits for anything to be given, anything offered. Nothing comes for free, though. He's got to force these fights. And OG just tuck in and play it perfectly. Never give the AWP the line. They wait for that swing out.
G laid out a spawn, trading guns over. Does have his AWP, though. Fearless from OG, coming through the mid-smoke again. Just caught in the open. Tyloo, at least the flash is perfect. Blinds OG back out of the smoke. They will give it up. Nikados has one reflash. There it is.
Awkward there. It felt like Attacker was trying to kind of link up with Jamyoung and play for like the deep mid control once Jamyoung gets it. But because he's just a second or so behind, Jamyoung is fed to the wolves, triple swung, and then Attacker's out in no man's land. So things go from bad to worse for Tyloo. As they look to recover this, they're going to try and flush out the red room. Spooky here, he's had a real hot start to this game. And he's not slowing down. Mercury in retrograde now for sure, as Tyloo might just have to start backing away from this one. AWP has given them some hope, something to hold on to here. Second man even linking up with him. Fiku has the info that both players are here, but this can still get weird for OG. If they lose Fiku, they lose the B site with him. That bomb is aware of this, and so Nikados has left this side of the map entirely. But this has now opened up a 2v2. This is the best spot Tyloo have been in the whole game.
Yeah, they dropped the AWP. They're going for this one right now. Kit, no smoke, but they just got to move quick and move together. Bomb getting planted, both through the red room. Oh no, he's doing the Austin. In Austin, Spooky, tucked in Temple. They won't check him. They're going to go out through CT anyway. Nikados fighting flawless so far, finally put down. Spooky goes back 10-1. He's had an unbelievable opener to this game. Can he close yet another round? Spooky gets him off the bomb and he disappears into the darkness. Another tap, another bait. Spooky, does he bite? Doesn't look like it. Falling out, sees the fake, and they will win the round. Tyloo just about save it. Seconds to spare. Messiah puts it up. Contact B for Buzz. Of course, this opener gets Mercury off the site, and if they swing on long, they're going to find Messiah. Fiku follows up. It's Jamyoung as they fake the bomb. Nikados, the kill comes to him. And that should just be the save force. The worst case is Spooky is still here. So this is not a guaranteed save by any means. OG just keep it super simple here. And despite the B stack, get out with just one death. Here it is, the exit. Oh, he read it.
I think the thing that just feels rough for Tyloo is like they're already so far behind in this game, being 6-1 down, that like OG aren't really playing with a lot of respect. They're going fast in the middle. They're going for these fast lane takes. They're not afraid to, you know, go for like the ramp walk up. It's a 6 save from G, don't get me wrong, but and it's like as a result, you're not really getting to explore any other options. You're kind of feeling like you have to play into the hands of OG and fight for these important positions mid and lane early. Ooh. But finally gonna win them. Tyloo go far heavier in middle. They start there with 2 or 3 players rather. And they get out with the goods.
All right.
This has come from nowhere, bruh.
Walking through smokes now, OG. Throwing caution to the wind.
Just like if OG were playing a little slower, I think you would have seen stuff like, oh, you know, attempts at main control early in the round. Maybe you go for like a late grouping and retake mid a little bit later, but that just hasn't been the pace that OG have brought to the table. Tyloo needed something like this, where it's far stronger. 3 players fighting mid, a reaction available to come in through cave and ramp. And I'm assuming this might change the nature of OG going forward a little bit, right? You just saw that triple mid really fight for it for the first time.
Now it's kind of the round you'd see a lot of teams just call an A-rush to set the precedent. Spooky just blocks. We have the orb begging for a boost as well. Does looks for the B pick. Here's that lane crunch coming from the cave though. Mercury tucked in a corner, somehow still alive. This shot on the orb. And Mercury looks like he wants to go for it. Over the boost, denied. And somehow survives.
I mean, OG have just run back kind of a similar look to all these other rounds that they've played so far. Ooh. And I think that's going to leave them in a very powerful position in terms of calling the shots in this game if they turn this one around. It started 5v4 for Tyloo, but that's now been reclaimed. Spooky's been given this space to work the mid control again. He's going to try and get into the red room. Messiah is here, but Spooky tucked in for now, trying to play this one a little bit later. Mercury dead back in the cave, spammed out by Fiku, and Spooky finds his timing on the backstab. It's gonna have to be another one of these. Oh, never mind. They've just lost the A player. The only guy left is Jam Young back in the cave. 25 seconds. The bomb doesn't even have to come to him. They get the info now, and that bomb starts to leave.
Just so sharp. Dude, Spooky's having his Nikados kind of game right now. He is unstoppable. Out middle with a double kill.
But if there ever was a time, it's not now.
It's a B-rush. Got the MAC-10 on first spawn. Feels like they're just going to go, go, go. Smoke on the Molotov.
I mean, they've actually nailed this. G had the AWP over towards A. That's the biggest item in the round.
That's just rude.
Molly missed on ramp, so it was free pathing for OG.
They didn't even smoke it. They just ran around it. Dear oh dear. That's a momentum call right there. Everything's been working. The fear of middle for Tyloo that you're talking about. And OG just rushed the B-bomb site like it's nothing. And the AWP dead now, of course. Nikados denies it. Disastrously wrong here. Oh my god, pre-fired as well. No saving for Tyloo allowed. Terrorists win. Stomps, Harry.
Yeah, Fiku is like feeling it right now too, right? Like Spooky took a lot of the attention with some of his like active mid plays, but I think one of the reasons he's gotten away with that so much is Fiku has been dominating cave. Even in this round, like just running around with the MAC-10, sniping the saving players. Fiku is not really missing a beat.
Terrorists win. All right, passing points. We do have an A play though. Contact through main, a bit of a quieter round. 2 here for Tyloo. They've at least read it, and the shadows will give it away.
I mean, they've read it
first.
It's B. They took B right at the start of the round, and so they knew. They've got a full lean over towards the A site now, and this hope of conditioning Tyloo to worry about mid and B to soften up the A site has not worked out. Now, I said coming into this game, Fiku used to be a very clutch player for OG.
Careful.
1v5 up against these pistols and SMGs. He's boxed into a corner, but Fiku, ball rolling, won't take it any further.
I got scared when they all ran through the smoke and aim with half health with pistols. There was a world, there was a way. G on the AWP. Bound goes Krisen. A lot of success here. Mercury tracks.
The decision to start with an A lean to Tyloo seems wild, right? That's the first time OG went there. It's them trying to kind of play the mind game. But it's going to leave them very far removed from the end goal of this round.
This hit is really annoying. There's nowhere to sit for Spooky. Caught in the open. And now OG feel like they just have to go B. The sooner the better. Rotates are coming in. Right now it's only Messiah.
You know, with your volley of util, you've likely locked out these rotating players. Onus is going to be on Tyloo to come through them. Messiah was at least trying to hold down his end of the bargain over at ramp. But as his teammates flood through, they're cut down one by one. And so Tyloo might have known that B hit was coming, didn't make dealing with it any easier. Just attacker left in a CT side that's been devoid of big moments, of clutches. If anything wild for Tyloo, attacker sitting down towards bottom of the board for his squad. Can't find a thing in that 1v3. And so OG continue to have a good track record here on Ancient as they run away with that first half. But it still, you know, feels like you can't get this whole Tyloo team firing up at the same time. There's huge gaps. Mercury 1 and 12, attacker 3 and 9. And even a little quieter today from Messiah. Clash in the cave. And as it was in that first half, the battle looking to be won by OG for the cave position. That's the bomb at the feet of Krisen.
It's been theirs all game long. They've even got a smoke to block picked up off the body. They can buy more time to hold that bomb down. Tyloo out of their depth, flying blind. And coming in on the flank. This could be something at least. Attacker behind a player in the red room. Buzz tucked in. Gives away his position. Now we need that backstab right now to save his life. Buzz gone. Gives a chance here for Tyloo to group up and play the 2-on-2. Meanwhile, OG have given up the bomb. Looking for fights instead. Trying to stall out the round. Flank for Fiku will be very late here, so Krisen can't afford to die.
He's not going to have this timing. He's hoping he can catch them on like a full back.
Yeah.
They have the info that one man is inside of B right now. They might be expecting both of them to be playing around this bomb. And so to that end, Fiku's position certainly isn't expected, but it will leave him a little further away from the action if this play just ends up at B. Krisen, at least, you can see the IGL brain on him, has immediately tried to lower the chance of giving this round away. He's 3 kills deep already, but he doesn't hang around a fight. He leans into a retake setup over here at B. That's going to allow Fiku to move in and join him. And Krisen on for the ace. Just Jamyoung left to beat. 2 versus 1 as they close the distance. Jamyoung can't quite hit that final shot. It's Krisen with all 5. The ace to find this pistol and put OG onto double digits. That's their captain, and that's why they hold him in such high regard.
Yeah, jumping around the corner, knife out, switches back, and saves the day. What a performance for Krisen. The Julies ice him out over in the cave. And I love the way they play that 2-on-2, not dying for the bomb, rather just playing for the round win, retake on the B-bomb site, trading out. A little bit scary in the 1v1, but he hits a nasty headshot.
They're wanting to fight and die on the hill of this cave control again, but they're going into a setup between Krisen and Spooky. Flash dodged. Tyloo. And they finally get this cave control. It doesn't feel like it. Once more, the bomb lost. Krisen manages to back out of here. Steals himself away, tries to live for one more fight. fight, but can't get away with it. Fiku now tucked in. There's players coming up ramp, so he battles forward into the mouth of cave. G's allowed to come through. His teammates already secured the site. Nikados on his way over with an AWP.
Good.
Doesn't try his hand at the wall bang. Doesn't want to give up that this AWP is in play yet. Messiah learns about it now, and that leaves G all alone. 1 versus 2, but ramp player picked up, and G wants his hands on an AWP. Can he get it? Sticking the landing in this 1v1. Could have given hope to Tyloo. Instead, it's ripped from their hands. OG moving towards the finish line. So's Fiku, though, and this guy has been very switched on.
Oh, boost up. Timing is weird because they've actually walked in, but he saw them on the top. And Nikados knocks them off their block. Flash back in. Fiku looking for more, and they're just free. There's no trades here for Tyloo. There's just more and more kills for this Nikados AWP. 3 in the round, shutting it down with all 4. Nikados makes it look easy. It's undeniably happening in front of our very eyes. Tyloo, last-ditch attempt, just trying to smash this B site.
They're going to go into the Nikados AWP, that molly at least. You know, hey, they've at least used the util to kind of displace the Nikados AWP. That's what was missing in the last B exec. And Nikados is at this B site all alone in a retake setup, but long controls being sought after by Tyloo. Going through the motions. He falls back on this line, waits for his teammates to join him, and Tyloo getting mopped up. Messiah trying to save the day. It's the 3 heaviest hitters still in the picture for Tyloo. Scrapping over at long, Messiah continues to find success. And it's just Spooky left to beat. Jamyoung and G in this 2v1 will collect the 4th round for Tyloo.
In this map. Oh dear, don't lose to this. Deagle out for Fiku, nails the only player at B. Tyloo are full middle, and OG are figuring it out.
Nikados lies in wait in the red room. It's not free passage here. Nikados, you got to pay the toll. He'll take them all out of the round. Nikados with the lineup. That's 3. And with just these pistols, a couple of weapons around it, OG stormed the board. And Tyloo bested. No contest. No wild game from Nikados required. This was a team effort from top to bottom.